Hey guys, insight number 4 here. So we're in the Restoration of the Fullness of the Gospel of Jesus Christ document, and we're down, the easiest way to explain it's about paragraph 8, I think. We're down here. Okay, alright. So, that says to us, 200 years have now elapsed, because this was 2020 that this was given. 200 years have now elapsed since the restoration was initiated by God the Father and His beloved Son, Jesus Christ. Millions throughout the world have embraced a knowledge of these prophesied events. I'm one of them, yay. Excuse me. I gladly declare that the promised restoration goes forward through continuing revelation. The earth will never again be the same as God will gather together in one all things in Christ. Beautiful little part of it. 200 years since the first vision. 224 years now, soon to be 225 years, and I'm like, it's a long time. But the restoration continues. It's a continual thing. Restoration is not a one-time off thing. It continues. You are part of the restoration. Elder Uchtdorf said, this is from the Come Find Me manual, sometimes we think of the restoration of the gospel as something that is complete, already behind us, like something that's already happened and, it's done. Actually, though, he goes on to say, in reality, the restoration is an ongoing process. We are living it right now. That's from his conference talk in April 2014, Are You Sleeping Through the Restoration, which was a great talk because it really woke a lot of people up, including myself, of going like, am I? Like, I'm just going through motions of life, and I'm like, am I actually? That was a rough year for me, for many reasons. I remember it quite clearly. Was I sleeping through the restoration? I realized I was. There was a lot more I could be doing, and I started doing. There's still a lot more I could be doing, but that was a real wake-up call for me to go do that. The quote that goes on after that, the Come Find Me manual goes on to say, as you prepare to study how the gospel was restored in the 1800s, you might start by pondering how it was restored in your life. And I'm like, ooh, that's good, that's good. Read the Restoration Proclamation with questions like these in mind. How have I come to know that this is true, that this document is true, that this actually happened? How have I come to know that? How do I participate in the restoration today? Because it's not something that just happened 224 years ago. It's something that's still happening. It's still going on. How have I come to know that it is true? It's through study and prayer. I kind of always knew it was true, but I wanted to absolutely 100% know it was true. So I did ask, and very clearly got an answer about the Book of Mormon, Joseph Smith in the first vision, as a prophet, as every prophet, seer, and revelator since. And remember when President Nelson was ordained a prophet, and it was the first time we could watch it live stream. Prior to that, it had been delayed for a little bit, like we could watch it the next day or something, or later on that day it was recorded and then uploaded, but this was live stream. And I distinctly remember standing to, this is at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., some unearthly hour of a Sunday morning for Saturday conference in the States, in New Zealand, in my grandmother's house, in her guest bedroom, and putting my right arm to the square to sustain President Nelson as our prophet, seer, and revelator, as president of the church. And there was 100%, I could see the emotion in him, and I could feel people doing this all around the world and the support they had for him. And I'm like, this is part of restoration. How do I know that this is a true prophet of God? I just do. I don't have words to explain it. It's something I feel. But how do I participate in the restoration today? Well, I continue to use the buggy beta version of Family Search so that it can help other people. But, there's things that I'm on the beta team for most of those things. I'll answer any survey that gets sent out, and there's things that I do day to day that are part of the restoration. I share this for one of them because this is a helpful document. Again, this is just a quick photocopy I did. You can get nicer ones. You can print it nicer. That was just a quick one to teach from. But I also talk about Jesus Christ every day. Everyday conversations, Jesus comes up. And the restoration, and I get asked questions about church things, and I talk about, like I did in just insight number 3, how yes, it's the same church that existed in ancient times or in New Testament times when Christ was here. It is the same. That's why we're Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because we're now. There's some differences. The differences are more to do with the things if we live in a completely different time. It would be impractical in many ways to try and practice the religion as it was back then, and we're better educated now, and we're more advanced. It doesn't make it that we're smarter or better. It just means that we have more responsibility. So we're in a position to go to the temple, to participate in family history, to drive and minister to people. There's a lot of opportunities that we're presented with that we can use in spreading the gospel, living the gospel, and being that part of that restoration. So there's a lot of things you can do there. What's some of the things that you're doing? I want to know. Drop them in the comments. It'd be great to hear. But that talk is one I would go look up and have a read of. Are you part of the restoration? Well, you are part of the restoration. Stop sleeping through it. Elder Uchtdorf did a really, really good talk. But just, how was it restored in your life? How was the gospel brought into your life? For me, it was always there, but I think during that talk that Elder Uchtdorf gave, even though I was 100% in church and I had a temple recommend, and I'm like, yep, I know this prophet's true, all the things, it was still a wake-up call to me about I could be doing more. So go have a look at that. I think you might enjoy that one. All right, hang around. We're going to finish up with insight number 5. I'll see you there.